if you don't take care of this, especially this, first this, but if you don't take care of that, then your physical health will not be in check.
Welcome to Unstoppable Podcast with Harry Sardinas, inspiring conversations with influential millionaires, investors, thought leaders, entrepreneurs who are making a massive difference with their innovative products and services, and sharing the challenges and the wisdom of how they sold their first million.
So what message do you have for entrepreneurs out there that they don't take fitness seriously?
Definitely. Yeah, you said a lot right there. And a lot of that, yeah, that makes total sense, perfect sense. What I recommend, entrepreneurs to do, whether you're starting out, you're in the middle of being an entrepreneur, or maybe you've been a business owner for a long, long time, wherever you fall in that, category, in those categories, essentially, you got to understand that fitness, just even a little bit of fitness each day, every week is important, not just to achieve a goal that you might have in fitness, but to stay healthy, to stay active, to stay mentally, clear and mentally focused on whatever you're, gonna do with your business, with your job, whatever it is. So no matter what industry you're in, no matter what business you have and what industry it might be in, it doesn't matter because you have to focus on your health first and foremost. And I know it's been said a lot, probably all too often, but your health is wealth. Your health is
Absolutely.
wealth. If you don't take care of this, especially this, first this, but if you don't take care of that, then your physical health will not be in check. And if your mental health and your physical health is not in check, then honestly, your financial health won't be in check. So you got to take care of your mind, your brain, then take care of your body. Then once you take care of your mental health, your physical health, emotional health from that, and spiritual health to to an
Yeah,
extent, then you can actually take care of your financial health and your overall just business growth and business health as a whole, essentially. So if you're trying to be an entrepreneur, if you're trying to scale, whether it's a little bit or especially a lot, a million plus, you have to, I repeat, you have to have your mindset in the right place. You
absolutely.
have to mentally flow. You have to be able to, yes, you get frustrated. Yes, things come up, and that's part of life. And well, that's just part of business in life. But even with that being the case, and even with that being said, yes, there's setbacks, but it's how we respond and it's how well and how quickly, really, that we can bounce back from these setbacks. So that's why taking time out of your day, even if it's just a 10-minute walk, every few days a week, even 4 to 5 days a week of just 10 to 15-minute walks outside. Doesn't have to be, at a park or any special, hiking trail, but it could just be around your neighborhood or somewhere outside that you can just go out to and just take those 10, 15 minutes, clear your mind, reset your mind, because that is vital, especially when you're faced with a lot of roadblocks, a lot of challenges. But I guarantee you, you and everyone that's super busy, yes, we all get pretty busy, and that's understood and makes perfect sense. It's reasonable, but it's also reasonable to say that everyone at least has 10 to 15 minutes to spare on their health, because their health is wealth, like I said before, and their health and our health is the most important thing we'll ever have. Because while scaling your business is important, if you don't take care of your health, you won't be able to scale. You won't be able to overcome
The
these hurdles,
energy.
these challenges, these stresses that are holding you back and keeping you from getting to that, revenue that you're trying to see with your company, with your business in the industry you're in. And then also too, if you don't have your health, no amount of money, let's just say you do scale to a million plus. If you don't have your health, no amount of wealth really can fix that. Because if you're
100%.
if you're in like dealing with cancer, if you're dealing with a bunch of stress, because that stress can lead to a lot of negative bad things, a lot of
Yeah,
toxic things.
yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
so,
It can
yeah,
when physical pain, as we discussed before. Let me tell you something. Or from all the multi-millionaires that we interview in this podcast, I can guarantee you something. They will change all the money that they have for one more day of life. So when it comes
Exactly.
to when it comes to be healthy, when it comes to health, when it comes to be fit, this is a priority. But I have my own experience. At the beginning when I started my first business, I remember that it was the most unhealthy thing. It was crazy, right? So I have this mindset that I had to work to make this business work. And I remember that what I was doing was crazy because I didn't have time. I wake up, yeah, and I didn't eat anything in the whole day. I was working, doing this, doing that, doing that, doing that. And then I remember 8 or 9 p.m. when I was totally exhausted and hungry because I haven't eaten anything the whole day. Then I would order a big meal from a restaurant, and
Oh yeah.
only one meal a day, late from a takeaway. One was a Chinese restaurant, the other one was Indian restaurant. I remember I was doing the menu by the number. So when I called them, they told me, "Okay, Harry, this is next number, yeah, 34. Okay, fine, I'll send you 34." Then they knew that when I call again, there was 35, like that. So um it was a very unhealthy way to be in the business, and my body took a hit. As you can see, I'm a little bit chubby even now after, but my body took a little bit a hit, but it's out of experience. Little did I know that we find out that when I started to walk, I started to swim. For example, for my girlfriend, swimming works amazing. It's for whatever works
Oh
for
yeah.
for anybody. But you know what happened when you had that break? When you come back, you actually produce more. So I realized that before I was in my mind, I was working, but actually my productivity was really low because I was exhausted, and
Exactly.
I didn't give a space for my mind and for my body to exercise, to move. The most of the time was making phone calls and doing this. Um, so the health of your business it depends on the health that you have in your mind. You talk something about very interesting, which is spiritual health as well, and meaning that when you are aligned with yourself, when you bring good energy, right? And I can tell
Right.
that you have very good energy. I think you do a lot of exercise and keep you in a good space, positive space. This allow you to attract the right clients to you, to to attract the right people. So how this journey, Roman, is starting from you? Why you decided to become an entrepreneur, and why did you decided to pick this industry, which we can say is very competitive, but this is arguing as well because the my girlfriend, she owns a book publishing company. Some people come and say, well, I don't want to write this book about personal development because there are too many of these books about personal development. And we're telling them, well, this is a clue. There is a lot
Oh
of,
yeah.
because there is demand for it. Same with the health and fitness. Yeah, it's a very crowded space, but clearly I know everybody that I know, everybody wants to lose weight.
Exactly. That's
Everybody
true.
you met out there, everybody, oh, I had to. So it's a massive problem for entrepreneurs and for non-entrepreneurs. It's out there.
No
So
doubt.
why you decide to become an entrepreneur? What happened?
Yeah, man, great question. Honestly, let me take you on a little journey then, a little story, a little backstory, if you will. So it actually all started with me first trying to get into fitness before I even started, of course, the fitness entrepreneurship journey. So before I launched my fitness business, I was actually trying to first get into fitness for myself, for my own health and overall just personal growth for my own body and for my own life and future. And so, what actually pushed me and what caused me to get into fitness just to begin with was seeing my younger brother pick up the weights and start weightlifting and seeing
Wow.
him just build up that strength. Yeah, that strength, that muscle. And of course, he didn't see those results. I didn't even see the results with him right away, but it takes time. It takes time. And Of
Like
course, these
everything.
things come in phases. It's a
And
process.
discipline takes time, takes discipline, take consistency, all those things that we need in business, correct?
100%. Yeah, it's just that buildup, it's that tenacity, that consistency, and just being persistent. That's what really wins. And that's what helps people win long term. 100%. But seeing them do that, but of course, I could actually pick up on the endorphins, the positive energy, the increased elevated, mental focus, that mental clarity and energy that he was experiencing. I could pick up on that pretty quick, though. That's one thing I love about when you start working out, even if you've never done it before. When you first start, that's one of the most and quickest things you'll see. And seeing that, that was enough, but especially, a few months down the road, seeing him make those changes, that all together was more than enough to push me and inspire me to finally pick the weights up for myself and start seeing the progress, start seeing that overall transformation with my body
Your
then.
body,
And
yeah.
then yeah, I started feeling those endorphins. I started feeling better than
More
I've ever felt
energy,
before. Yeah, man,
more
I
energy,
felt
more.
great.
Okay, but then one thing is to do it for yourself, right? And to feel that joy and this power yourself. Completely different book game is a start a business to try to help other people to achieve the same thing. So
Definitely.
what made you that shift? Why you decided? Why when you took the decision that this is what you're gonna do for your life, and you actually is this gonna be your way of living, and you're gonna make a business, grow a business out of this space, which is completely different ball game because now you need to learn to become an entrepreneur, which you have to be healthy is the first play, the first thing you have to do. But
For sure.
so how you took this decision?
Yes. And so what led me into finally being that, business owner, entrepreneur that I am today and have been for a while now was the fact that I'm a huge humanitarian, just at heart. And so I love helping people. I
Awesome.
just love helping people, no matter what,
Tell
whether it's fitness or not. But the fact that I really loved fitness after working out and experiencing the positive health benefits and changes for myself. And then, of course, coupling that and combining that with being just a humanitarian naturally, that was more than enough of a reason to want to help other people with fitness. Because I was thinking, I love fitness. Fitness is one of my greatest, if not greatest, passion. And then I'm already passionate about it, and I love helping people out. So hey, that could be fitness coaching. Two
wow.
and two together. So I was like, man, I got to do that. I got to capitalize on that. And what was cool is I've been doing this online really for about 4 years now.
Wow.
So 4.5 years, ever since the pandemic. And so that's when I actually launched it. Of course, I was working out before
You
then, but
launch it online?
yeah,
Wow.
online. Yes,
That's
all
great.
online.
That's amazing.
Yeah, and a lot of people, or at least a few people that I knew that I trusted were telling me, "Hey, are you sure you want to start your business now? It's kind of a questionable time if I'm going to be real with you." And it is for most, industries, especially if you're a brick and mortar business, unless you're maybe in the pharmaceutical industry or something related to that. But if you're like most, like I'd say at least 95% or more of the brick and mortar businesses, launching during COVID wasn't probably a good idea, but the fact that I decided just to do it, but go online with it, all virtual, that actually happened to be the best thing I could do, especially if I'm going to start a business, because I
Wow.
capitalized, of course, focusing on helping people, but I was able to also then capitalize on helping people virtually because most gyms were shut down, if not really all the gyms. So being able to help people out then from the comfort of their own home with something I was wanting to do was something I was passionate about. That's how I started, and ever since, I've never looked back.
Follow us for more interviews with world's most influential, audacious entrepreneurs that overcame challenges and adversity, providing you with the blueprint of how they sold their first million so you can grow your business exponentially.